So, today was a day. It wasn't horrible though. I mean, what happened was I put on my face, right? Sorry, hold that thought. You saw that. You saw me put on my face. So, then I went to the bank, deposited my money, and then what I did was go to work. And I was the only server in the restaurant. Everybody else was out back, hitting their vapes and stuff before we opened. But they opened the doors. Oh, God, I need to do my roots. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. So I got the first table. It was a little two-top. I was so happy with my section. I had little two-tops. I was like, yes. And so, I mean, it started out that way. But anyway, so everything was cool. I had my first table. They were really nice. Everybody was really nice today. And then found out we had a group coming in. They come in once a month. No, they come in once a week. Yes, they come in once a week. Every week on Thursdays. And they're like, hey, who wants this group? And I'm like, and the girl, the woman who I have a hard time saying no to because I like her. I don't know. I just have a hard time saying no to her. She's like, you want them? And I was like, I'll take them. And so I got a 13 top, and it's fine. It's fine because the rest of my tables were like two tops. I think I had 1, 3. Anyway, and then after they left, it was pretty freaking slow. I think I had, including them, I think I had 5 tables all day. So it was fine. And then I got cut at I got sat for the last time at 2-ish, a little after 2. Everything was fine. It was 3 o'clock, and then when I left, I came. No, I didn't go home. So, see, in Korea, it's Hunjin's birthday, and so what I did right after work, because I had time, was I went to the garden center. It's technically kind of, if I go that way on my way home, it's not out of the way. Okay, it's just not the way I usually go, but it's not out of the way. I stopped by the garden center and I took I was gonna say a whole bunch, but probably 10 pictures, and then I cropped them so they didn't look like they were plants for sale, and they were just pretty flowers. And I posted it on Fans, and I posted it on Threads for his birthday. So, and then I came home and I removed my face, but you can see I still have glitter because glitter never dies. Glitter is forever. Can you hear the kitten purring? Anyway, glitter never dies. So, I came home. I had a cup of coffee. I watched YouTube videos, and then I spilled coffee on myself. But it was fine. It's fine. It wasn't hot coffee. It was just warm. So, I went ahead and I took off my work shirt and put on my other work shirt because I was going. So I did take my other work shirt with me, and I took the makeup wipe, and this is what the makeup wipe does. See, there's still a little bit of glitter. It's fine. And I was home and I could have washed my face, but I'm not that worried about it. So at 5, I went back to work and I was manager for 3-ish hours. We had a little bit of a wait, not a lot. Okay, so I need to vent about the host again. The one host. So I'm gonna go back, probably almost 2 decades. I dated this guy. He was a real nice guy. He was a Marine, okay? Oh, I know, but he was a nice guy. So, he had a thing. He had a thing, right? Where if someone was dumb, they were bricks, right? Because knowledge can't get through, right? It's just, they're not porous. There's no way to get the information into the brain, right? They're bricks. But then there are wonder bricks. Now, a wonder brick actively fights off knowledge with their amazing moron foo. Now, it's been like 20 years since we dated, and I still remember this. And every once in a while, I run into somebody that I consider a fucking wonder brick. This girl, weird girl, kind of nice, kind of sweet, fucking weird, okay? Like, I'm a little weird. We're all a little weird, okay? We do this on purpose. This is, we serve on purpose. We take care of people on purpose for $2 a fucking hour plus whatever they want to give us. That automatically means we're just a little fucking strange, and it's fine. So anyway, I have told her several times that if a customer asks for something, she's a host. She's just supposed to be seating people, right? It's fucking seat people. Okay, so she has a tendency to stop what she's doing where she's seating people, leave these poor people standing in the middle of the goddamn restaurant wherever she walked, to walk back to wherever I am and ask me a question. I keep telling her, whatever they want, say yes. Just do it. We'll figure out how to make it work, okay? This person's like, yeah, we'll take a tall table. They go to the tall table, and then they're like, oh, actually, can we have that booth over there? There's nobody sitting at that goddamn booth. It's a clean booth. They want to sit there. Don't walk all the way back up to the host stand, leaving them over there to ask me if it's okay. Yes, it's always okay. Let them sit there. I've told her before. She did it again today. Left these poor people standing in the middle of the restaurant while she's walking around with their menus and their silverware. I'm like, yes, whatever it is, yes. They were all the way in the goddamn back room. They didn't want to sit there. They wanted to sit there. Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Nobody cares. Let them sit there. It's 3 people. It's fine. Whoever section that is, but I knew who anyway. Either girl in that particular area would have been fine with it either way, right? She walks all the way back up to the front, leaving them standing there to ask me if it's okay. Like, it's always okay. It's always fucking okay. And then, okay, so on Monday, I'm the opening manager on Monday, right? So she's my host. And at one point, we were not all that busy. We really weren't. I'd say probably 20% of the restaurant had people at their tables, and the other 80%, no people. The problem was that my servers and me were bussing all the fucking tables. We were, taking all the dishes, and then all she had to do was wipe them down. That's all she had to do, was wipe them down. We were bussing all the tables, right? Except for I had to keep going over and wiping down tables so I could sit people. Yes, I had to seat people. I was standing up front rolling silverware and seating people and bussing tables, and my servers were bussing tables, and we were wiping fucking tables down. I don't know where the fuck she was. At one point, I brought dishes back to dish. I had, like 10, 11, 30, and a couple of cups off 33 in my hands, right? I just stacked them into carry. So, what happened was I found her back there. She was putting a single cup up. I hadn't seen her in like an hour. I have no fucking idea where she is. I'm not that kind of manager. I'm not gonna fucking hunt you down. I'm gonna do what needs to be done. And if I don't find you, trust me, people will know about it. People will know I can't fucking find you. Because I am the low man on the totem pole. Yes, I am the manager. I am above, the host, obviously, and most of the servers. Well, all the servers, really. Because I'm also a manager. But I'm still, like, I'm also a server. So I'm not high on the totem pole, right? I cannot make decisions. I don't hire people. I don't fire people. I'm just there to make the customers happy. That's what I do. All right. I fix problems. I make them happy. That's my main goal, right? That's my main role in this. So I find her in dish putting one single cup up. And I said, you realize 80% of our restaurant is dirty. All you need to do is go wipe down the tables. And she's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get caught up. Caught up on fucking what? I didn't say that. I was professional. I was wearing polyester, okay? So, I mean, if I'm wearing an apron and glitter, I might have said it. But when I wear the polyester, then I try to be more professional, okay? I'm trying not to be an unhinged honey badger, okay? But all I could think was, what the fuck are you trying to get cut up on? Because I'm rolling silverware, I'm seating people, I'm bussing tables. What the fuck are you doing? While I'm doing your job and my job. Like I said, she's a sweet girl. Fucking weird, but sweet. And when I say she's fucking weird, I'm not just, I'm not trying to be mean about it, okay? But more than once, I'll have walked past her while she's by herself, she doesn't know anybody's there. They joke that I'm kind of like a ninja. I just kind of creep up and I'm just there. They don't know I'm there until I say something, or they turn around and they see me. I'm silent and I walk up. And she'll be like singing to herself, kind of under her breath. But she's not singing words. She's meowing. Like, not even like the Meow Mix commercial, like meow, 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 meow. Yeah, no, it's not like that. It's like actual songs. Like there was a Taylor Swift song on the fucking radio, right? And she's singing the Taylor Swift song to the tune of the Taylor Swift song. But instead of words, she's meowing. She's fucking weird. And she's... So this... Speaking of hosts, bless this baby girl's heart. Okay, this is a different girl. She's very sweet. But she's very sweet. So, she tries. She comes up to me about, I don't know, 6 or 7 tonight. She's like, hey, I might have to go. And I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's going on? And she's like, well, I got a message saying that there's a lot going on at home and they don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, wait. What kind of thing is going on at home? She goes, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. I said, who doesn't know what to do? She's like, well, my mom. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. Your mom doesn't know what to do. She said, yes. So she's wanting you, a literal child, to come home and help her figure out what to do. She said, yes. I said, You know that's backwards, right? She's like, yeah, I know, but I'm the closest other adult type person. And I'm like, baby, just let me know, okay? But all I could think was, you are not an adult. She's 16 years old. She is not an adult. She should not have adult responsibilities. Okay, yeah, she has a job. Good for her. But she is a baby. And her mama should not be putting that kind of shit on her. But I am not her mama. I'm not even, I'm only kind of, I'm technically kind of her boss. But I'm just like, as a mom, that fucking floors me. Anyway, there was something else I was going to talk about my day. Okay, I remember now. So I had some regulars come in, and I love my regulars. Most of my regulars, I love them. So one half of the German couple that sits at the bar came in, and I saw him, and I said hi, but his wife wasn't there. And when I came back out of the kitchen, I had to get the food out of the window, and when I came back out, he wasn't there. So I don't know if he just like stopped briefly, but usually they come in and they linger so I can, go talk to them. And he was sitting on the far side of the bar, so I just waved, but I had things to do. When I came back out, he was gone, and I was kind of sad that he left because I like him, and I like his wife, and they're really nice. And then the guy who makes all the 3D printed earrings I wear sometimes, and all the menagerie of animals that one day I'll show you all of them. All of them except for the octopus. I think the cat has done something with my octopus. Because the squid's still up there, but the octopus is gone, and I don't know where the fuck it went. Anyway, he came in, so I said hi to him. But there's this couple, right? And they're super nice people, and they were talking to me about, they just got back from going to a cattle sale? Anyway, they were trying to buy a bull, right? And they were in Jacksonville. Yes, Jacksonville. I did not ask which Jacksonville. It could have been, there were several. But they just came back from Jacksonville, and apparently the guy, the man, the husband, he was going to buy this one bull. He wanted to buy it, right? That's the one he wanted. But it ended up selling for $38,000, and I'm like, oh, you got expensive taste, and they all laughed. Anyway, but tomorrow they're also going to another one somewhere in Texas. Can't remember the name of the town. Texas is a big state. It's fine. Anyway, that is not the point. I was going to talk about how we were talking about plants, right? And she's growing vegetables and stuff. They have a farm, obviously. I mean, they have bulls and cows and stuff like that. And apparently she's got a worm farm now. But yeah. But she was talking about growing microgreens, and they need I think she said they needed 16 hours of sunlight. And I'm like, that's a lot of sunlight. And then I was like, I have the opposite of a green thumb. Like my mom and my grandma and my aunts. And I mean, I had this one aunt. I think she was an aunt. Yeah, she was an aunt. Anyway, she's crazy. But well, in her defense, she started taking Everclear as a sleeping medicine in like 1923 and continued until the day she died. So, yeah, Everclear is potent shit. She started with a tablespoon of water. I'm pretty sure she was up to a pint a day, but it's neither here nor there. When you're in your 90s, I don't give a shit. You want to drink? That's fine. It's not like you're driving. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So she can put a stick. She could put like a stick that she would just find. She would find like a random stick, just not like a sapling. Just I saw her do it. She put a stick in a pot. And the next time I go to visit, bring groceries, take her to church, whatever, it would have blooms on it. I do not have that. I have the opposite of that. So I've killed ivy. I have some morning glory outside my front window, and it was really nice last spring, and then winter happened, and it's spring again, and it's not back. It's still dead. It's still hanging on to the trellis, but it's still fucking dead. I thought it was supposed to come back. Maybe it's not supposed to come back. I'm not sure. But none of my plants have come back, and I'm 99% sure that most of that was supposed to come back. It was like, what is it, perennial, annual, something? Anyway. So I was telling her, I can't remember what it's called, but there's this it's not a flower, it's a plant. It's not a pretty plant, but it is a plant. And it's supposedly like the oldest known plant on Earth, right? It is considered to be immortal, right? It dries up, and then when it waters again, it comes back to life. It's an ugly plant, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's not pretty. It's not flowery. It looks like a piece of scrub brush. It looks like a tiny tumbleweed. It looks like a tiny tumbleweed crossed with a blooming onion from the Outback Steakhouse, not Australia. Anyway. So that's what it looks like. It's not pretty. But it is supposed to come back to life. So I had it in the office I worked in, right? I had it in like one of those fishbowl aquariums, just a little, like you put a goldfish in or something, but I would never, because I would want filtration. It's sad for a betta fish or a goldfish to just be in a freaking bowl. I digress, okay? We're not talking about fish, except for tangentially. But so what happened was I had it in there, and I didn't have it in like dirt. I mean, I had a little dirt, but it was mostly those aquarium marbles, the flat kind, not the rocks, but the flat glass type of. Anyway, I had that in the bottom of the aquarium so it would hold more water, right? And I had a thin little layer of dirt on top, like sponge, and it was fine, and everything was fine. And then like I'd go on vacation, or like I was out for a little while because I broke my hip, right? And I had to not go to work because I couldn't fucking walk. Anyway, everything was fine. It came back a few times. I'd leave and I'd come back, and I was like, oh shit, I need to water my plant. And I'd water my plant, and it'd come back, and it'd great. But the last time when I went on vacation, no, I didn't go on vacation. It was when I broke my hip, yeah. So I was out. So I was out from the restaurant for 6 weeks, but I was out there for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 max, right? So you would think an immortal plant would be fine. And I had enough, I watered it the weekend before. Well, it wasn't really a weekend, but it doesn't matter. I watered it that week, sometime that week. I've slept since then. I've watered it that week. And so the whole bottom of the bowl was filled with these glass marbly bead looking things where they're flat on the bottom. They almost look like, there was a game I used to play, and they were like little pieces, and they looked like marbles on the top, and they were flat on the bottom. Anyway, they were like that. Anyway, they were filled, I'd say through 2/3 of the tank was with those, and water. And then this much of the top was dirt, and the dirt would just pull the water, right, to keep it moist. And I had the plant on top of the dirt. So I come back, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to water my plant. It is dry, okay, like dry. So I water my plant, and I come back the next day and figure, it bloom. Sometimes it takes a minute, depending on how long it's that 1 year. It was that for like 2 years once, and it came fucking back. I don't know what I did, okay? All I know is this time it did not come back. It was dead. Dead. I have the blackest of black thumbs, okay? Anyway, there was something I was going to talk about, and I don't think I've actually touched on it. I don't think I thought of it. But I digress. Oh, guess what? I haven't told anybody yet. I was supposed to work 46 hours this week. Somebody asked for my Friday night shift. And it was approved. So I'm off tomorrow. Of course, I have to get up early, which is why I'm in bed. I need to be asleep because I got to get up fucking early in the morning and figure out how to get my dog, who wants to be outside at all fucking times of his existence, and bring his ass in because the guy's coming to work on the yard. You know, because my mother's dog is apparently trying to dig a foundation or something. I don't know. He's dug like 3 feet. So anyway, he's going to come work on the yard. But it's like 9:30 in the fucking morning. So I need to go to bed. Which is why I'm in bed. The light's still on. And I'm talking to you. But anyway, I am off tomorrow. So I might go get a haircut and then bleach the shit out of my hair again. Or I might just go get a haircut and leave it. I don't know. I definitely need a haircut though, because this is fucking annoying. But, you know, I might not get a haircut. I need a haircut. But I might not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to make this a regular thing. I know I've said that before, but I just want to reiterate in case this is the first time you've ever seen my video. Any of my videos. I mostly do the get ready with me, and I just talk about random shit I think of, and but look, it's so fucking long. Ugh. Anyway, it's fine. Well, I'm getting ready for work and I'm distracted, and there's Stray Kids and ATEEZ, and sometimes other bands. Big Bang plays a lot. Playing in the background. It's quiet. If you turn it up, you can hear it. I don't want it to be too loud though, so it's just kind of playing in the background. Sometimes I sing. Sometimes I dance a lot while I'm sitting and doing my makeup. I get distracted. I talk to my cat. Occasionally, I forget to pause you and I go talk to people in the house. It's fine. It's fine. This is just my life. This is my day. There's no editing. I'm not polished. I'm just me. And I'm sharing just in case. So, I mean, I'm just a server and a mom, sometimes a manager, sometimes a bartender, occasionally a host, cat mom, dog mom, K-pop enthusiast, heavily tattooed. Ooh, yes, I did. I mentioned I want to get a death's head moth. See, the guy I was originally thinking about going to for this, he does really good black and gray, and he's actually in town. But last I looked, his books are opening in July, and I don't think I want to wait till July. So I might see about going to someone else to get that. But maybe not. I don't know. I might wait till July. I might get it for my birthday. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.